We got the Rutlader. Yeah. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So I believe this is the 4th year of the Rutlader gravel Fondo. This morning before the race, basically I was just doing some toast with some peanut butter and some honey and some banana. And then for fuel for this event, I actually didn't have any bars at home. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to use Tailwind and roll with it. So typically this event has taken place at the Rutlader Outpost in Lewisburg, Kansas, but this year they actually changed the location to the Isinglass Estate Winery located in Lacine, Kansas. Absolutely gorgeous setup. Yep, just like a typical Thai and lefty fashion. We are like the 5th car here. Hey, see guys, you can ride anything on gravel. Old school rigid 26er. Let's go.
Remember last year?
I remember, yeah.
That was the black Gary Fisher.
Yeah.
Notice I'm going full rigid this year.
Full rigid, yeah. You had a little shock on your old 26er last year.
Yeah, the Sugar 4.
So there's the boy Leo there. He is the race director. Shout out Leo for all you do. Proceeds from this event actually go to the For Elisa Foundation. So the event is for a great cause. And shout out to Shields. This year, Shields actually stepped up to be a sponsor for this event. They had like a mechanic there before the race with a bike stand, so you could fix your bike if you needed something done on it. There's the boy Greg McKean. He is the sponsor chair for this event, so shout out to Greg for all you do with the Rutlader. In the past, the results for this event have just been based off Strava segments, so basically they didn't have a timing system. This year, they actually did hand out numbers. They had a timing system, so it's been really cool to see this event grow and kind of evolve as it's gotten bigger. This year they also had a really good swag bag for this event. So every year they give a patch, a finisher's patch. I love that. I've got 4 of them now. And they had like some bars, they had some LMNT drink mix. So shout out to LMNT, shout out Kurt's Bars, shout out to everybody who donated for the swag bag because it was really good this year. 2-mile neutral rollout. We had Greg McKean leading us out. Greg is off and the race is on. Thank you, Greg. Have a good ride.
I found refuge in my sorrow. Now I see sunshine through the rain. Know when to lead and when to follow, and how to hide away my pain.
My whole strategy to start the race was I'm going to race my race. I'm not going to start towards the front. I'm not going to try to hang with the lead group because every time I do that, I blow up and I cramp and then I just have a terrible finish. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to see how I feel. I'm going to kind of feel things out. And then if I'm feeling good enough to get after it, I'll get after it.
So many roads I could have wandered, and different lips I should.
Another cool thing about this event is they have time segments within the event. So they had like a sprint stage, they had like a King of the Mountain stage, and it was kind of neat. They actually had a marker out on course, like a start and a finish when those segments took place. So I appreciated that. As the race got going, I kind of found myself working with this group here. I knew that there were a few groups between myself and the lead group, but honestly, as the day went on, my legs felt really good, so I decided to send it.
So many seeds I would have planted if I just opened up my fist. A long time ago, life was in stereo, and all the words did rhyme.
I've climbed this hill many a times, and it is a shit. Shit, that one never gets easier. Hi, Markhorn. What's up? So as the day pushed on, I honestly felt better and better as the race went on. So me and this dude here, we actually made it to the next little group in front of us, And, you know, at that point I was like, hey, I feel really, really good. I'm going to kind of lay it all out there, and I'm going to see if I can't put a little bit of a gap into this group.
Well, well, well. Look at the cat dragging. Nice to see you.
You weren't racing this.
Well, got a little wild hair.
Song, one of us can't be wrong. Since when did I go colorblind? Red, orange, yellow, green and blue, indigo and violet too. I know the colors of the rainbow.
So speaking of this route, it is absolutely gorgeous. So there's this fun little section that goes around, I think it's the Lacine Creek or Lacine Lake or whatever, and it's just really, really scenic. It's got great tree cover, and honestly, it's one of the most beautiful areas I've ever ridden in.
They were not hard to find. Now though I can't tell the difference.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, baby Jesus.
The one up the highway?
Whatever I've been told.
After stopping off to get the Gatorade and water, the group that I was riding with, I believe most of them are smart, unlike me, and they had hydration packs on, so they didn't have to stop at that cooler. So therefore, they put a little bit of a gap into me and two of the other guys I was with who stopped. So I basically took off, and the two dudes I was riding with, they got back onto my wheel, and then we were able to reel the other group back in. Luckily, there was a stop sign on course with like a crossing highway, so that group kind of got caught up with some cars, but we were able to catch back onto that group.
I grow too old. I have to face my fears.
This hill right here was actually a KOM segment, and right here you see Lynn Wilson, who is an absolute beast. I rode with her for a big part of the day. She was the overall female champ, I believe. So she just blows by me like it's nothing. Such a strong rider. But again, kind of neat to have these little segments within the course. So the race doesn't actually finish right at the winery. It finishes, I don't know, like a half a mile before. They've got this straight stretch of road, and they've got the last timing strip set up with like a guy who's DJing, and he's recording the times. And so at this point, I see the finish, and I'm like, I'm going to freaking dig deep, give everything I have, and I'm going to try to freaking pass Brett. I've been kind of yo-yoing with Brett back and forth all day, and I'm like, how is this freaking guy so damn strong?
Nice job. Couldn't catch you.
He's on e-bike.
Fuck. Oh, that is?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I did not realize that.
Good job.
Hell yeah.
That's good that you didn't.
Shit, that would have just crushed my soul.
No.
If I'd have known that. I couldn't even tell.
No,
I looked at it. I looked at it earlier. I'm like, that thing's sick.
Bridge the gap,
God damn.
Yeah, Brett was on an e-bike. So my Strava numbers for the day, my distance was 62.08 miles, a moving time of 3 hours and 19 minutes and 57 seconds, 18.6 average, 2,443 feet of elevation gained. Average heart rate over the course of the race was 159 beats per minute, and my max heart rate was 186. And I believe when I finished, they had like the live results. It said I was 17th overall, and I think I was actually 16th because Brett was on the e-bike. But either way, I'm pumped about it. So then I waited on Lefty to finish, and after he finished, we rode back to the van, and then we drove down to the winery, and this spot was amazing. They've got like a bar with music. There's a lake there. They had this really, really good barbecue with like macaroni, and then they had a ticket for corn. They had like street corn. So we did all the things, hung out for a bit here. All in all, a really, really good event that goes to a great cause, the For Elisa Foundation. So this is an event, if you're in the KC area, I highly recommend it. It's grown every year. They do it right, and it's just nice to have this so close by. But guys, I appreciate you checking out that video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, keep crushing it.
Know when to lead and when to follow, and how to hide away my pain. I play the game so well, how to speak and